Welcome to Money Secrets, where we uncover practical strategies to elevate your life and achieve the wealth and success you deserve. Today, we're diving into 7 simple yet powerful habits that can completely transform your life in just 1 week. Yes, you heard that right. Just 7 days. I know this might sound too good to be true, but trust me, these aren't your average tips you find everywhere. These habits are practical, actionable, and genuinely life changing, drawn directly from my own experience. They help me reshape my approach to life, work, and finances, and I'm confident they can do the same for you. If you're ready to boost your productivity, enhance your mental clarity, and make meaningful, lasting changes, then this video is exactly what you've been waiting for. Stick with me until the end because I'm sharing not just tips, but also real personal stories about how these habits worked for me. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump straight into this transformative journey. It's time to unlock the secrets to a better you. Let's get started. Habit 1, waking up early. The first habit that completely changed my life was waking up early. Now, let me be honest. I was never a morning person. My bed was my safe haven, and hitting the snooze button was practically a daily ritual. Mornings used to feel chaotic, rushed, and downright overwhelming. But everything changed when I decided to give early mornings a try. Spoiler alert, it turned out to be a total game changer. I started with a bold move, setting my alarm for 5 a.m. The first few days, brutal. I dragged myself out of bed feeling groggy and questioning my sanity. But by the third day, something magical happened. I began to discover the beauty of the early morning hours. The peace and stillness of a world just waking up became a treasure I never knew I needed. With this extra time, I found myself doing things I always wished I had time for. A light morning stretch or a quick jog became part of my routine, not just for fitness, but for waking up my mind and body. I also began meditating and setting daily intentions. Just a few minutes of mindfulness gave me clarity and focus, setting a powerful tone for the rest of the day. And the best part? No more rushing out the door with a half-eaten breakfast. I savored my morning coffee, planned my day intentionally, and embraced the quiet moments. I'll never forget the morning I watched the sunrise from my balcony. It was breathtaking. The sky lit up with brilliant hues, and I felt a deep sense of gratitude and calm. Waking up early isn't just about gaining more hours, it's about transforming how you use them. If 5 a.m. feels too ambitious, start small. Just wake up 15 minutes earlier than usual and gradually build from there. Trust me, you'll be amazed at how much your mornings and your entire day can change. So why not give it a shot? Those peaceful, unrushed hours might just be the key to unlocking your most productive, intentional, and fulfilling life. Habit 2, daily exercise. The second habit that truly transformed my life was committing to daily exercise. Now, let me confess, I wasn't exactly a fitness enthusiast. In fact, I used to come up with every excuse under the sun. I'm too tired, I don't have time, or the classic, I'll start tomorrow. Sound familiar? But one day I decided enough was enough. I made a pact with myself to move my body every single day for a week. And what happened next was incredible. I started small, dedicating just 20 minutes a day to various forms of exercise yoga, jogging, or a quick strength workout. I kept it simple and fun to avoid burnout. At first, it wasn't easy. My muscles ached and I felt drained, but I pushed through. By the fourth day, something amazing began to shift. I woke up feeling energized, my mood lifted, and I started looking forward to these daily sessions. Exercise became more than just a physical activity. It became my sanctuary. Those 20 minutes weren't just about burning calories, they were about recharging my mind and soul. One crisp morning, I laced up my sneakers and went for a jog. The quiet streets, the fresh air, and the rhythmic sound of my steps created a moment of clarity I hadn't felt in years. It was just me, my thoughts, and a renewed sense of freedom. One unexpected highlight? Discovering yoga. I had always dismissed it, thinking it wasn't intense enough, but it turned out to be life-changing. Yoga taught me to listen to my body, breathe deeply, and be present. Beyond the physical benefits, it gave me a sense of inner peace that I didn't even realize I was missing. And yes, the physical changes were there too. My posture improved, I felt stronger, and my overall energy levels skyrocketed. But the biggest transformation was mental. Exercise became my form of self care, a way to disconnect from the chaos of life and reconnect with myself. If you're struggling to get started, my advice is simple: start small and start now. Whether it's dancing, hiking, or even a brisk walk, find something you genuinely enjoy. Commit to just a few minutes a day and build from there. Trust me, the results go beyond fitness, they ripple into every part of your life. Daily exercise doesn't just strengthen your body, it strengthens your mind, your confidence, and your outlook on life. And that, my friends, is priceless. Habit 3: journaling. The third habit that completely shifted my mindset was journaling. Honestly, I used to think journaling was only for people with endless free time or deep introspective thoughts. I mean, who has time to sit down and pour their heart out on paper, right? But let me tell you, I was so wrong. Giving journaling a chance for just 1 week changed the way I see myself, my goals, and my emotions. I started small, 10 minutes every night before bed with a simple notebook and pen. No fancy apps, no pressure to make it perfect. It was just me, my thoughts, and a blank page. The first night, I wasn't sure what to write, so I started with the basics: how my day went, what made me happy, and what I struggled with. By the second night, the words started flowing, and I began to dive deeper. Journaling became like having an honest conversation with myself. I wrote about my fears, my dreams, my frustrations, and even those little victories that often go unnoticed. One powerful moment came when I wrote about a stressful situation at work. Breaking it down on paper helped me process my emotions, identify the root cause, and brainstorm solutions. It was like turning chaos into clarity. One of my favorite parts of journaling: tracking progress. Every small win, no matter how minor, was documented. Looking back at these entries reminded me how far I'd come and motivated me to keep going. I still smile when I read about the presentation I was terrified of, but nailed after careful preparation. I also started a gratitude practice as part of my journaling routine. Every night, I wrote down 3 things I was grateful for, big or small. At first, it was a little awkward, but soon I realized how much it shifted my focus. Instead of dwelling on what was missing, I began to see how much I already had to be thankful for. One particularly heartwarming entry was about a random act of kindness, a stranger helping me when I was struggling with my groceries. Writing about that moment made me appreciate the goodness around me and inspired me to pay it forward. Journaling isn't about writing perfectly or having profound thoughts. It's about giving yourself a safe space to express, reflect, and grow. If you've never tried it, grab a notebook and start with just 5 minutes a day. Write about your day, your goals, or even a random thought that's been on your mind. Trust me, the act of putting pen to paper is incredibly therapeutic. It clears your mind, strengthens your self awareness, and helps you approach life with greater intention. Plus, it's a habit that truly becomes your personal sanctuary, one you'll look forward to every day. Habit 4: mindful eating. The fourth habit that reshaped not just my health, but also my overall well being was mindful eating. If you're anything like me, you've probably found yourself eating on autopilot, grabbing quick bites while scrolling through your phone, watching TV, or rushing to the next task. That used to be my reality, and I never realized how much it was affecting my body and mind until I decided to make a change. Mindful eating isn't just about what you eat, it's about how you eat. For 1 week, I made a conscious effort to give my meals my full attention. No distractions, no phone, no TV, no multitasking. I set the table, even if I was eating alone, and treated each meal as an opportunity to slow down and savor the moment. What happened next was remarkable. I started to actually taste my food. Flavors I had overlooked for years suddenly came alive. The crunch of fresh vegetables, the sweetness of ripe fruit, the comforting warmth of a hearty soup. Eating became less about fueling my body and more about truly enjoying the experience. I also noticed I was feeling fuller faster and eating less. By slowing down, I gave my body time to signal when it was satisfied. That alone helped me avoid overeating and left me feeling energized rather than sluggish after meals. One memorable moment was with something as simple as a bowl of oatmeal. Normally, I would scarf it down without a second thought. But this time, I took my time, savoring every spoonful, the creamy texture, the subtle sweetness of honey, the crunch of nuts I added on top. That breakfast became a moment of gratitude and calm, setting the tone for a positive and mindful day. Another surprising benefit? I started recognizing my emotional connection to food. I realized that I often snacked not out of hunger, but out of boredom, stress, or the need for comfort. With mindful eating, I could pause and ask myself, am I really hungry? Or is there something else I need right now? That awareness helped me make healthier choices, not just for my body, but for my emotions too. One evening, instead of reaching for dessert out of habit, I opted for a cup of herbal tea. It was a small but empowering decision that made me feel more in control of my relationship with food. If you want to try mindful eating, start with just one meal a day. Sit down, remove distractions, and take a few deep breaths before you begin. Pay attention to the colors, textures, and flavors of your food. Notice how it makes you feel, both physically and emotionally. This simple habit has the power to transform not just your eating experience, but your overall connection with your body. It's a small change that leads to big benefits, and once you try it, you'll never look at mealtime the same way again. Habit 5. Limiting screen time. The fifth habit that had a profound impact on my life was limiting screen time. Let's be honest, our screens are practically glued to us these days. From endless scrolling on social media to binge watching shows late into the night, it's easy to lose hours without even realizing it. That was me, and it left me feeling drained, distracted, and disconnected from the world around me. So I decided to do something radical. I set strict boundaries for my screen time. For 1 week, I limited my non work related screen use to just 1 hour a day. At first, it felt impossible. My fingers instinctively reached for my phone, and I kept thinking, what if I'm missing out? But I stuck to it, and the results blew me away. The first thing I noticed? I had so much more time. Time I didn't even realize I was losing before. With those extra hours, I rediscovered hobbies I hadn't touched in years. Reading a book I'd been putting off, trying out new recipes in the kitchen, and even sketching for the first time since high school. One evening, instead of mindlessly scrolling through my phone after dinner, I went for a walk in the park. The fresh air, the gentle rustling of leaves, and the sound of my footsteps were so soothing. That simple walk became a cherished ritual, one that brought me a sense of peace I hadn't felt in a long time. The most surprising benefit? My sleep improved dramatically. I used to scroll through social media or watch videos in bed, thinking it helped me relax. But instead, it left me wired, restless, and unable to sleep. By cutting out screen time before bed, I replaced it with a calming nighttime routine, reading a physical book, meditating, or journaling. I started sleeping deeper, waking up refreshed, and feeling more energized throughout the day. Another unexpected perk was how much it improved my mental health. Without the constant flood of notifications, news, and social media comparisons, I felt less anxious and more present. I became more engaged in conversations, more focused during work, and more connected to the people and world around me. One unforgettable moment during this week was an afternoon I spent at a cafe with just a notebook and pen. No screens, no interruptions, just me and my thoughts. I planned goals, jotted down ideas, and even doodled. It was one of the most productive and peaceful afternoons I've had in years. Limiting screen time isn't about giving up technology altogether. It's about creating a healthier balance. If you're feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or simply stuck, try setting small boundaries for your screen use. Start with an hour less each day or a screen-free hour before bed. Use that time to reconnect with yourself, your loved ones, or the world around you. Trust me, the freedom and clarity you'll gain are worth every second. Stepping away from the screens doesn't mean missing out. It means truly experiencing life in all its richness and beauty. Habit 6, practicing gratitude. The sixth habit that profoundly transformed my mindset and perspective was practicing gratitude. It sounds simple, almost too simple, right? But let me tell you, when you consistently focus on gratitude, it can shift your entire outlook on life. Before adopting this habit, I often found myself fixating on what was missing in my life. The goals I hadn't reached, the things I didn't have, the challenges I was facing. It created a constant loop of dissatisfaction and stress. But once I started intentionally practicing gratitude, everything began to change. Every night before bed, I took just 5 minutes to write down 3 things I was grateful for that day. At first, it felt a bit repetitive. I'm grateful for my health, my family, my home. But as the days went by, I started noticing the little things: the smile from a stranger, the way the sunlight streamed through my window, the comforting warmth of my morning coffee. One moment that really stuck with me was when I wrote about an ordinary day that turned extraordinary because of one simple act of kindness. A colleague unexpectedly helped me with a project I was struggling with, and it made my entire day brighter. Taking the time to reflect on these moments not only made me feel more positive, but also more aware of the goodness around me. Gratitude isn't just about listing what you're thankful for, it's about shifting your perspective. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, you begin to see what's right. And when you approach life with that kind of mindset, challenges feel smaller and joy feels bigger. Practicing gratitude also deepened my relationships. I started expressing my appreciation more often, sending a quick thank you text to a friend, or telling a family member how much they mean to me. The impact was immediate. These small gestures strengthened my connections and created a ripple effect of positivity. One unexpected benefit was how it improved my resilience. On tough days, when everything felt overwhelming, my gratitude practice grounded me. Looking back at my journal reminded me of the good things, the support I had, and the strength I'd shown before. It was like a personal pep talk in written form. If you're new to practicing gratitude, here's a simple way to start. At the end of each day, think of 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big or profound. They can be as simple as a good meal, a moment of laughter, or the fact that you made it through the day. As small as this habit may seem, its impact is anything but small. Gratitude opens your eyes to the abundance already in your life and paves the way for even more positivity to flow in. It's a habit that not only changes your mindset, but also transforms your heart. And that's a change worth making. Habit 7: decluttering your space. The seventh and final habit that changed my life in ways I never expected was decluttering my space. I used to think a bit of mess here and there was harmless, even normal. But over time, I realized that the clutter around me was draining my energy and leaving me feeling stuck and overwhelmed. So I decided to tackle it head on, and the results were nothing short of life changing. I started small. I chose one area, a single drawer, my desk, or a corner of my room, and focused on clearing it out. The goal wasn't perfection, it was progress. I sorted items into 3 piles: keep, donate, and discard. At first, it was tough letting go of things I had held onto for years, even if they no longer served a purpose. But as I began to create more space, I felt a surprising sense of relief and lightness. One memorable moment was when I finally tackled my closet. I'd been holding on to clothes I hadn't worn in years, thinking, what if I need this someday? But the truth was, they were just taking up space, both physically and mentally. By letting them go, I created room for items that truly brought me joy and fit the life I wanted to live. Decluttering didn't just improve my physical space, it had a profound impact on my mental clarity and focus. When my surroundings were clean and organized, I found it easier to concentrate on my tasks and feel motivated throughout the day. It was like clearing out the clutter in my mind along with the clutter in my space. Another unexpected benefit: a deeper sense of gratitude. As I sorted through my belongings, I began to appreciate what I had rather than constantly wishing for more. Letting go of excess made me value the items I chose to keep even more. One of the most powerful lessons I learned was that decluttering isn't a one-time event. It's a mindset. It's about being intentional with what you bring into your life and letting go of what no longer serves you. I even extended this habit beyond physical items, decluttering my digital space by organizing my files and deleting apps I no longer used. If you're ready to try this habit, start with just one small area. Maybe it's your desk, a kitchen drawer, or even your phone's photo gallery. Set a timer for 15 minutes and see how much you can clear out. You'll be amazed at how even a little progress can make a big difference. Decluttering isn't just about having a tidy home. It's about creating a space that reflects and supports the life you want to live. And when your environment is in harmony, everything else starts to feel more balanced too. By embracing this habit, you'll not only free up physical space, but also create room for more clarity, focus, and positivity in your life. It's the perfect way to round out these transformative habits, and it's one you can start today. Wrapping it all up, the 7 habits that can transform your life. So let's recap the 7 habits that have the power to change your life in just 1 week. 1. Waking up early. Start your day with intention, clarity, and a sense of control over your time. 2. Daily exercise. Move your body to boost your energy, improve your mood, and strengthen your mind. 3. Journaling. Reflect, process, and track your growth to gain deeper self awareness and direction. 4. Mindful eating. Savor every bite, reconnect with your body, and make healthier, more intentional choices. 5. Limiting screen time. Break free from digital distractions and reclaim your time for what truly matters. 6. Practicing gratitude. Shift your focus to abundance, strengthen relationships, and find joy in the little things. 7. Decluttering your space. Create a harmonious environment that supports your goals and clears mental fog. Each of these habits may seem simple on its own, but together they create a powerful ripple effect that touches every aspect of your life. And the best part? You don't have to do them all at once. Start small. Choose one habit that resonates with you and commit to practicing it for a week. Then build from there. Here's your challenge. Pick just one habit to start today. Share in the comments which habit you're committing to and why. Let's keep each other accountable and inspired. Subscribe to Money Secrets if you found these insights helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on future content. We've got even more life-changing tips, strategies, and secrets coming your way to help you achieve your goals and live your best life. And don't keep these secrets to yourself. Share this video with a friend or loved one who could benefit from these habits. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positivity, growth, and success. Remember, transformation starts with a single step. Let's take that step together. Until next time, stay focused, stay inspired, and let's turn your everyday routines into extraordinary results. You've got this.